How's it? Today we are learning about Google Forms and how you can collect responses from friends and view them in an organized way. So let's get started. Open up your Google Drive and you can, or a Google Doc or spreadsheet, and any of them that have File, New, and we're going to use Form. Now in this example, we're just going to have some questions that you want to know about your friends, their responses, and you're going to give your response as well. Let's just say my name is Sam Lee. So I'm going to put Sam Lee's Google form and put OK. Now we're not going to use progress bar or login or shuffle questions. And in the description, I'm going to put questions created by Sam Lee. For my first question, I'm going to have what is going to be your name? So what is your first and last name? And we're going to have not a multiple choice. That would be silly. We're just going to use text, and that's going to be a required question. Now, if you want to have a question that's more than just a short answer, you can do paragraph text, and you can choose a paragraph text as like, what is your goal for this year? Okay, and again, write your goal. So maybe my goal is to dunk a basketball. Now again, don't use my questions. You should think of your own creative questions that you think your friends would find interesting. Okay, this is going to be a required question, so go ahead and do that. We don't need advanced settings right now, and you can hit done, and you can see how it would look on a form. Next, we're going to use multiple choice. For our multiple choice question, I'm going to choose, I want to know what kind of fast food you guys like. So which of the following is your favorite fast food? Okay, and I'm going to put my favorite is Taco Bell. Maybe you can write what you like. Maybe double stack quesadilla, which they don't have. So for option 1, I'm going to put Taco Bell. Maybe 2, I'm going to put Burger King. Maybe another one, I'll put KFC. Okay, maybe another one, I'll put Subway. Now, if you think, oh, there's more options, you can hit Add Other and let that person write in their answer instead of selecting one of these. And that's going to be a required question. I'm next going to choose a choose from list. Now, choose from list is just like multiple choice, except multiple choice, you see all the answers right away. With choose from list, this is better if you have a lot of answer choices, and it compacts it into one, and it's like a drop-down menu bar. So for this, I'm going to put, how many years have you been at this school? And maybe I've been here 6 years, so I have been here 6 years. Now for here, you have to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And if you do more than 6, you can do it more than 6. Okay, and again, don't use my questions. So that's done. So see how it's a nice drop-down menu, and then I can just click it and choose it. Let's go back to text, because there may be a question that you may want to ask that has a short answer. So for example, I may say, who is your favorite NBA basketball team? Okay. Oh, but what if they don't have any? By the way, I'm hitting tab and shift tab to go in between your cells. So I'm going to put if any, and I'm going to put go Dallas Mavericks. They are awesome. Now I'm not going to put required question, because if they don't have an answer, I'm just going to let them allow them to leave it blank. So that's good. Okay, next I'm going to choose checkbox. This is if you want them to have multiple answers for their questions. For my question, I'm going to put which continents have you traveled to? Okay, and so I have been to all except Antarctica. and maybe you can list them. So Asia, Asia. By the way, I'm hitting Tab and Shift Tab to go in between my cells. Africa, North America, and so on. And I would continue listing them and hit required question, hit done. And this way I can actually select multiple answers. So that can be helpful. Next, I'm going to choose scale. And for scale, you basically has a scale, and you have to choose where on the scale your answer falls under. So I'm going to put how often do you ride the subway? And question mark. I ride sometimes because I have a scooter and a car, and I like the bus. So I'm going to hit rarely and every day. And I'll show you what that looks like. So right here you have rarely on one side and every day on the other side, and then they get to choose where on the scale that they fall under. So I guess I fall under 3. Hit add item, and we're going to choose grid. Now grid is for choosing answers, and let me show you a little bit about what that looks like. I'm going to make how well do you know Adobe programs. So here I have a list of a few things, and then here I'm going to choose am I a beginner, advanced, expert, and you could have a number of things. This is the hardest one, so be creative, think about it a little bit how you want to map that out. But once you're ready to make it, you're going to go in here and say how well can you use these Adobe programs? And I'm just going to put I know them all. And for label 1, this is where you're going to put your list of things like Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, and then column 1 is how you rate it. So maybe you're a beginner, maybe you're an advanced, or maybe you're an expert. Okay, and it's a required question, and hit done, and notice that now I can select it like so. Okay, so next I want you to add item, either this way or this way. You could put insert, and I want you to put section header. And this is going to put, I can just put like general questions. Okay, and hit done. So notice it has a nice little title, and you could like put this, if you want to break down your survey into different sections. We're just going to put one today. I'm just going to put general questions, and then there they are. But it's helpful if you have like science questions or math questions, and you want to break it up into sections for heading. Let's also add an image, because insert image, and some people may not know your name, but they see your face, or they know who you are. So we're going to help them out. Use your computer and go to photo booth. You can spotlight search photo booth and just take a picture, side picture, crazy picture, just a quick picture. Drag that picture in here. I just have an example picture like so. And so now they'll be like, oh, I know that guy. Okay, and so we want to click and drag that picture right in here. Okay, right above general questions and below the form. And we don't need a title. We can just leave it as is. Now to see what our thing looks like, but let's change the theme first. So hit change theme, and you can choose a theme that you think is appropriate. Okay, so it'll change the font colors and sizes, and then it'll actually show the form. Another way to view the form is go to View Live Form, and go ahead and view live form, and go ahead and take your own question. So Sam Lee, or maybe I'll, and then to kill a volleyball, like spike it. Maybe mine is Taco Bell. Maybe been here 6 years. Mavs, Asia, Africa. See multiple things, 3, and maybe expert. So I hit submit, and it says your response has been recorded. It's a little mundane, so you can actually go down to edit questions and go all the way to the bottom, and instead of putting your response has been, you put thanks, you are awesome. Okay, so now it'll show that. You can also publish and show a link to the form, so go ahead and do that so we can have a public link so you can share your results with me. You can also allow responders to edit the response. Like, wait, it's not the Dallas Mavericks, it's someone else. But it's not someone else, so we're not going to select that. So leave it blank. What we're going to do is go to responses and go to summary of responses. Okay, so in summary of responses, it shows a nice layout of our answers and with graphs of how they did. And so this would be a nice summary of responses. You can take the link, Command C, Command V, and share it with somebody. Another way to see your responses is to go to View Responses, and you can see them in a nice table format. And you can even click in here. You can select your data and sort them alphabetically, or sort ranges, or show only those who like Taco Bell. You can go to filters, but we're not going to go into that today. That's another video. But we are going to show that you can accept the responses. So if you want to stop accepting responses, you can click that and see this says forms have been turned off. So if you share that link with a bunch of your friends, they can no longer take the form. They missed the deadline, but we're going to turn that off because they can take them right now. Now, if you want to give this to your friends, you could go here to send form, and you could type in their email addresses right here, and then the form will be in the email, and they can just fill out the answers in the email and just submit it without it actually going to your form. They wouldn't be able to see your cool theme, but they would be able to see a quick way to get there. Short URL, this is a great way to share that link with somebody as well. And you can feel free to browse through these other options that you have for making a form. So be creative with your forms, and I hope that is useful for you. Not just in school, but outside of school and beyond.